Let's hope we can do this in one take.
Yeah.
So we are going to do a second DIY instrument, and this is going to end up kind of like a pan flute. So you need at least, I'd say 12 straws. You could go more. You'll need a pair of scissors, a ruler,
And a Sharpie.
tape, and a Sharpie to make some marks. So we're going to take and partner up the straws, and the first one we're going to leave alone. We're going to leave that at full length. The next straw, we're going to make a mark and take off about an inch. So make a mark right there. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, and then let's take next two straws, and this one we're going to take off a half of it, another half of an inch. So right there at 5.5. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's actually not going to play exact pitches. Nope, we're going to leave those because we'll put tape on them. All right, we're going to take our next one. So 7.5. We're going to go another half an inch. We're going to go to 5 this time, Mace. Okay, and we're going to go another half an inch. About 4.5. All right, and the last one we're going to go at 4 inches.
Okay. Then once you get that done, you grab your scissors and you cut directly at the mark you made. Doesn't have to be precise, but make sure.
Try and be close. Okay.
And once you get that all done, you can start on the next part.
Sometimes you can grab those, even the little tiny pieces you just cut.
You can make it even bigger.
Yeah, we can make it a little bigger like we make them again. Okay. I already have the bendy tops, and I'm not going to worry about it.
We're just going to cover them with tape.
Yep, and they're going to get secured on with tape. But that also kind of helps me know which side should go up. I know that the bendies are all going to go at the top.
I don't know why those things go flying when you pop. Look, there's one in the exact same spot.
And then the last ones we aren't going to cut it off. We're going to leave those. All right, so then the next job is a little bit trickier. We need to lay out a piece of tape long enough to kind of roll around the whole thing. Maybe twice even. So probably at least like 18 inches, I would say.
I don't think they measured tape now.
No, I'm just eyeballing it. Maybe it's 2 feet. Okay, can you hold up there with your finger, please? All right. So here we go. We're going to go from shortest. We want to, hold it in place, please. We're going to leave a little bit of a room for our mouth to go over the top. And try and make sure that they are
I don't think they can see it.
equal. Well, we can show a little bit. It's fine. That the tops are matching across. So they're equal and even.
Make sure you get it precisely the same length every single time you put them down.
No, please don't leave it down.
So
So we're gonna come back when this is all done getting lined up in tape.
okay guys, we're back with our DIY project after it's all done.
Taped and stabilized so it doesn't flim-flammy apart.
Like, boom.
Yep.
And here's what it should sound like.
So I don't know if you can hear, but these little tiny ones are playing really high-pitched sounds, and the longer ones are playing lower. Yeah, thanks, Mason. Kind of like a boom whacker, but much smaller, like a miniature series. And then I wonder what it was like to blow across the top of them, like a pop bottle or a flute.
And also,
So it's not exactly the best pitches, but it still is really fun, and I hope that you guys give it a try with your families. If you happen to make either one of our egg shakers that McKenna and I made, or a DIY pan flute, or any of the other instruments in the Pinterest board I shared with you today, send us a picture of it. Send it to me on Facebook or on email. I can't wait to see what you and your family have created.
and